What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is Wednesday, April 9th. We have a 15-game MLB slate on tap for today. Real quick, a rundown of yesterday. We went 7-6 in our spread / money line, 7-6 on our over and unders. Our nicest hits of the day. We won $2 parlays. We played the St. Louis Pittsburgh game, our whole dollar parlay hit. And for anyone that's first time to the channel, when I say our dollar parlay games, that's where everything I show you on the screen except the home run pick I put into a dollar parlay. So for example, yesterday our St. Louis Pittsburgh game, everything was accurate except Lars Nootbaar was a void, so that win was $30. And then we get to our Angels Tampa Bay game. Everything in that game was accurate. A $1 win there won us $75. So overall, a good day. Our dollar parlay play of the day didn't hit. Mookie Betts ended up with one hit, as well as Matt Olson. Lindor, Bobby Witt Jr., and Reynolds were all correct. So we were very close there at the end from turning $1 into $80. But today, we've doubled down. We've checked more information. There's a lot of money to be made today. So let's get into it. All right, our first game of the day being played at 12:30 today. We have the St. Louis Cardinals in Pittsburgh to play the Pirates. St. Louis taking this one yesterday. Today in this game, we're taking the Pirates to cover the point spread, plus 1.5 points. The game total, they have it set at 7.5. We like the under in this one. Under 7.5. For our batter props, 2 total bases. We're going to be taking O'Neal Cruz of the Pirates. And for the Cardinals, we're taking Nootbaar and Donovan for the Cardinals. Moving on to our pitching props. Eric Fetty, under 4.5 strikeouts. Mitch Keller of the Pirates, we got him going over 4.5 strikeouts. Moving along, our 1 o'clock games today. We got Miami versus the Mets. It seems like these guys have just been playing since the season began. Today, we're going to be taking the Mets again on the point spread. 1.5 total point to cover. The game total is at 7. Yesterday, we played the over and a hit. Today, we like the under. I don't like any Marlins in this game. Tyler McGill is a very good pitcher. For our hitter props, we have 2 Mets we're playing in this game. 2 total bases, we're playing Pete Alonso and Juan Soto. On to our pitcher props. Max Meyer of the Miami Marlins, we're taking over his line, 5.5 strikeouts. Tyler McGill of the Mets, we're going to take under his line, under 6.5 strikeouts here today. All right, continuing along, we got the New York Yankees playing the Detroit Tigers in Detroit. Yankees losing the first 2. Today, we're taking the Yankees on the money line. I like the points total over 7. For our 2 total bases, our batter props, we're taking Cody Bellinger of the Yankees, and we're taking Colt Keat of the Tigers. Onto our pitching props, Jack Flaherty of the Tigers, we're taking over his line, over 6.5 strikeouts. For Max Fried of the Yankees, we're taking under his line, under 5.5 Ks today. Right after that, we have the Texas Rangers in Chicago to play the Cubs. And at this one, I like the Cubs on the money line. We like the points total under 8.5 today. For our batting props, we're only taking 1 batter in this game. It's Ian Happ. We like the 2 total bases for Ian Happ. On to our pitching props. Iganagma, we like his under 5.5 strikeouts here. Whereas Tyler Mahil for the Rangers, we like his under 4.5. So under for both starting pitchers today. All right, continuing along after that, we have the Athletics playing the Padres, and we took the Athletics yesterday in a hit. Today we're doing it again, but we're playing the points. We're playing them plus 1.5 points to cover. The game total is set at 9.5. I like the under in this one today. Under 9.5 total runs. Going on to our hitter props. 2 total bases. I like Brent Rooker of the A's and Manny Machado of the Padres. On to our pitching props. Vasquez of the Padres, we like his over 3.5 Ks. Bido of the A's, we like his over 3.5 Ks as well. So overs for both starting pitchers in this game. All right, as we proceed on, we have the Orioles in Arizona playing the Diamondbacks. They've split the series so far. Today, we like the Orioles. We like the Orioles on the money line. The game total being at 9, we like the under here. We go into our batter props, 2 total bases. We like Adley Rutschman for the Orioles, as well as Jackson Holliday. So 2 Orioles to have 2 total bases in this one. We go on to our pitcher prop. Brandon Pideff of the Diamondbacks. We like his under 5.5 Ks. Kramer of the Orioles. We like his under 4.5 as well. So we're playing the under for both starting pitchers in this game. All right, as we continue along, we got the Cincinnati Reds out in San Francisco. They've split the series so far as well. Today, we like the Giants on the money line. They have the game total set at 7.5 today. And we're taking the over today. We think the bats wake up from last night. For our hitting props, we have 2 Giants we're playing here. We're playing Willy Adames as well as Jung-Ho Lee. On to our pitching props in this game. And we're taking Justin Verlander with the over 4.5 strikeouts, as well as Nick Martinez with the over 4.5 strikeouts. All right, moving along, we have the Dodgers playing the Nationals, and the Nationals have surprised me with the first 2 wins in this series. But I can't play the Dodgers to get swept here. I think the Dodgers wake up and avoid the sweep. We're playing the Dodgers on the money line. The game total being at 9, I like the under here. For our batting props, 2 total bases. We're playing Shohei and Edman of the Dodgers. In our pitching props, we're playing the under for both Kanak of the Dodgers and Irving of the Nationals. All right, as we chug along, we got the Mariners and the Astros. And at this one today, we're playing the Mariners on the money line. The game total being set at 7.5 total points. We like the over in this one. For our 2 total bases, we're playing J-Rod of the Mariners and Jose Altuve of the Astros. Onto our pitching props. Castillo of the Mariners, we're taking his under 3.5 Ks. Hunter Brown of the Astros, we're taking his over 6.5 strikeouts today. Right after that, we got the White Sox in Cleveland to play the Guardians. The Guardians taking the first game yesterday. Today, we like Chicago on the money line. The game total being set at 7.5 total points. We like the under in this one. For our hitting props, for our 2 total bases, we'll be playing Luis Robert as well as Steven Kwan. For our pitching props, we like Sean Burke of the White Sox to go over his line 4.5 strikeouts. And Logan Allen of the Guardians, we're playing his under 4.5 Ks here today. All right, we're moving on to our evening games of the day. And we have the Red Sox in Toronto. This has been a good series so far. Today, we like the Red Sox on the money line. And we're playing the over 8.5 total runs here. For our 2 total bases, our batter props, we like Rafael Devers and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And to our pitching props, we're playing unders for both starting pitchers. Guzman of the Blue Jays, we're playing under 5.5 strikeouts. Hokic of the Red Sox, we like under 4.5 Ks as well. All right after that, we have the Angels in Florida to play the Rays. And today we're playing Tampa Bay on the money line. As far as the game total at 7.5, we like the over here. Our batter props, we're taking Brandon Lowe of the Rays for 2 total bases. And we're taking Mike Trout of the Angels for 2 total bases. On to our pitching props. Ryan Pepiot of the Rays, we're going under his line. 5.5 strikeouts, we're playing the under here. Kikuchi of the Angels, we're taking over 6.5 strikeouts. All right, continuing along, down to our final 3 games of the day. We have the Phillies and the Braves. This was a very good game yesterday. Today we're playing Phillies. We're taking Phillies on the money line. And we don't expect as much scoring here today. We're playing the under 8.5 total runs. Onto our hitter props, we're playing 2 Phillies. We're playing Bryce Harper and JT Realmuto. And to our pitcher props, we're playing 2 unders in this one. Walker of the Phillies, we're taking under 3.5 strikeouts. Grant Holmes of the Braves, we're taking under 5.5 strikeouts. All right, continuing along. Minnesota in Kansas City playing the Royals, and the Royals winning yesterday at the first 2 games. But we have the Twins stopping the sweep here, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total being set at 7.5, and we like the over here. For our batting props, 2 total bases. We're taking Matt Wallner of the Minnesota Twins, and we're taking Salvador Perez of the Kansas City Royals. In our pitching props, Joe Ryan of the Twins, we're taking over 5.5 strikeouts. Seth Lugo of the Royals, we're playing under his line, 4.5 strikeouts. All right, and on to the final game of the day. We have Milwaukee Brewers in Colorado to play the Rockies, and the Rockies are becoming my favorite team this year. Their line is set at 10 again, 10.5 total runs. I'm playing the Rockies on the money line here. I like them today on the money line, but we're playing the under 10.5 total points. If you want to fade me on the over-under, this would be the game. I'm playing the under. I mean, they've hit the over every time this game has been set over 9. The Rockies, it's gone over. So if you want to fade me, this is the one here. On to our batting props. We're taking 2 Rockies, Tovar and Goodman, to have 2 total bases. Antonio, the starting pitcher of the Rockies, we're taking over his line, 2.5 strikeouts. Alexander, Milwaukee starting pitcher, we're playing under 4.5 strikeouts. All right, before we get out of here, our $2 parlay plays of the day, and we start off with our pitching props. And we're starting with Colorado's Antonio Senzatella. We're going with his over. We go to Seth Lugo of the Royals. We're playing his under in this game. Sean Burke of the White Sox, over. Bido of the Athletics, over. And the St. Louis Cardinals, Eric Fetty, we're going under. So those 5 pitchers, all on $1 parlay. And then we move on to our hitting parlay props, our batting props, I should say. We're playing Pete Alonso of the Mets, Cody Bellinger of the Yankees, Shohei Ohtani of the Dodgers, Jose Altuve of the Astros, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. of the Blue Jays. And we're playing all 5 of them on $1 parlay. So guys, thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate you. Good luck. There's a lot of money to be made today, and I'll catch you on the next one.